Got the Emerson reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Let's go now. Touchdown. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Here we go.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. Graves. His throw incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Check 15, check 15. Hey, switch gears.
Off the play fake. Graves. And this one complete to Smith. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set, hut. 15 on it. 15 on it. Danny.
On 1st down, Aiken. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Off play action. Aiken. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got you, punk.
Back to throw. Aiken. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Right. He's telling right here. He's telling the right.
From the gun, Aiken. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Check 52.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Operating from the gun, Aiken. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Off the play fake, Aiken. He gets this one to Boyd. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now on comes the Bengal kicker, Jake Elliott, here on 4th down. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Right there, 54. 54 Mike. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Aiken. Got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Off play action. Aiken. He completes it to Boyd. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the gun, Aiken. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Got his man there complete to Gallup. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
But give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Slam, slam, slam.
Throwing again. Graves. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Check.
On first down, it's Miles. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. To throw on second down. Graves going top shot for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating for the gun. Graves. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Bengals 34-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
I see you, boy. I see you.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ready? 51, 951. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey. Stay back. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd.
Throwing on first down. Graves. Wide open receiver, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run the counter. Miles. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I got him. 24 is the mic. Oh, here we go. Oh.
From the gun on 3rd down. Graves. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Sanders' kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. And got his man complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ready, go! Mike's 50. Now watch one. Go. 13. Check 13. Check.
Off the play fake. Aiken. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike's 50. Let's go, D.
Looking to throw. Aiken. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They can't hang with us. Hey, check. Mike 50. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, check Mike 50.
Back to throw. Aiken. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Aiken. And that is incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Graves. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Switch.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Graves, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Come on, set. Come on, base. Check. Walk 54. I'm coming, baby. Right there.
On 1st down, Graves. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Hey, watch that. Check, Mike. Mike, 54. I got you, son.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Graves firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
54 right there. 54 Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Hey, watch it. Go.
Operating from the gun. Graves. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, Graves. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Stay with your man. Squeeze.
To throw from his end zone. Aiken, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there. A big one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Aiken. Eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Graves. Flushed out right. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Graves. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54.
Back to throw. Graves. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
On fourth down, Graves. And no, it's incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Throwing after the interception. Aiken. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first and 10, Aiken. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Second and long. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down. Aiken. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. 2nd and 5. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
From the gun on 3rd down, Aiken. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. If you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Geno Atkins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Miles. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards there, a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
On first down, Richard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the eye. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll go with a keeper, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Coming. Check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Next to score, Steelers 24, Bengals 20. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Bengals drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost fell schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Pittsburgh, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's just their third loss as they've